What's up, guys? My name's Kyle, and we just got done putting together this 304-foot long wall, and I'm already taking it back apart. That is because this is the splice joint. We're not going to stand this all at once, and if this is new to you, what are we doing that's 304 foot? Well, this is a 96-foot wide, 304-foot long building. It's a storage building for one of my past clients, and we spent the last 3 days making up all of our columns, cutting all of our girts, laying out this wall, nailing it all off so that now we can go ahead and take it apart into sections and stand it all up. So if you're interested in that, if that sounds cool to you, if you never seen a 304-foot long post frame wall go up, well then this video is for you, so let's get into it. 20 penny ring shanks, man. If your builder's not using something like this, but rather regular framing gun nails, you don't want to do that. You got to have a true post frame nail if you're going to be doing this. I never liked doing this a whole lot, but by that I mean two machines lifting, but I think it's our only good option here. And as windy as it is, it'll give us a little bit more stability. So we just got to kind of get it up there. We'll sledge these around, get them all straight, get our string line in place, and then we're just going to work down one at a time. It's always a little bit hairy when we're stretched out this far. This is one more post than we wanted. We had 2 extra posts in the middle that weren't connected, but you know, people always comment on how unsafe this is, but actually I feel really good because our lift straps, which are way overrated, are not attached to the girts. They're actually attached to the columns. And in order for a catastrophic failure, we would have to have a strap obviously break, which accidents do happen, but that's why we check our straps. We make sure that we don't have abrasions and tears and that they're still good, right? The other thing is we wrap around the column, so it's not just one connection would have to break, it would all have to fail. And once again, that is why it's important to use the proper fasteners, because for the life of this building, man, it is gonna be up against a lot of different forces from the mother nature. So if it can't get lifted like this, man, it probably ain't gonna make it anyway. So let's go ahead and get these set up and we'll get them connected. You know, at this point, the most important thing is that we're on our string line. And then we're really, really freaking close on this 12-foot plate level. Because at the end of the day, we have a little bit of movement when we put our trusses up, and that is when we're gonna straighten the tops out as good as possible when we go to do the string line on our roof. I like that. You guys, first wall, 88 feet, high fives all around. We're gonna get this secured. We're gonna put some A-frames up. Imagine the letter A on the post, and that keeps it from getting hit by the wind hard. As we go 300 feet down the wall, I don't want wind starting to hit the wall and kind of making it like reverberate and loosen all the connections up. So that A-frame will just lock it in every so often, and then we're gonna get our bolts through. So far, so good. We're gonna see how many bolt holes Kyle doesn't miss on this whole job. Let's see, 137 times 2. Get it out of the brackets.
Slide it out of the brackets.
I'll stay back and you get your end in. Cole, you got the weave, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, Cole, go ahead, you take that, you're gonna push it, I'm gonna pull this in. We're gonna weave it in. Yep, pull it out. Go all the way out. Try to get past that post. There you go. Okay.
There we go. All right.
You want me to move to that post? I think we're good.
There we go. Does that make sense now, Cole? That was easy. Oh, that. A little more. Right there. Well, the good news is I think we did our job so far, because if you look down the girt row, yeah, there's some ups and downs in the boards. Remember, we're not as concerned about if they have a little bit of a bow here in the middle a little bit. They're pretty darn straight, and it looks like we've hit all of our elevations, so that's awesome. Drive in, Greg. Nice. Good job. Dude, that's good. I don't know what time is it? It was 3:50 something when 4:23, dude.
Perfect.
Yeah, less than 30 minutes to stand this wall, get it all connected, our bolts, braced. Dude, what a good day for being such a late start. We're gonna go ahead and keep running this, guys. We'll come back tomorrow, we'll get this one done, we'll finish up this whole wall section, and we'll take a step back and take a look at it. But I am thirsty, dude. I need to get some water. There you go, yep. There we go. Easy lift, dude. You know what? We're gonna be really good. We're gonna have a good system by the time we get done with these walls. I mean, that's still a little bit off. So I knew Greg was lying to me. By the time this is all done, we'll be so smooth. Okay, I gotta tighten the string up, Cole. Be careful up there, buddy. Let's go. First full wall done. Wasn't even that hard. Right, Greg? No. Not even that hard? No. Honestly, it went way smoother than I thought. The double machine picks were smooth. Having Cole here was nice because Greg and I could be in the machines and he could help guide it in. But I like 2x8 columns because they just always seem to fall into place a lot better because they're so much heavier. They have a wider base. And once the wall gets locked in, it stays pretty plumb. So we'll get our last A-frame up here, and then I think we're gonna walk to the end over here and start getting laid out for the end wall. So we start developing some right angles. That adds a lot of rigidity and strength to the wall. Instead of just running a full long wall, I think it just makes sense. I don't know. All right, so these are our end wall columns, and Since I had an extra center column, I'm actually gonna use it in my center end wall. Normally what we're gonna do is use all the same size columns. It's efficient. And then we're going to add a center ply where this 4-foot knockout is, and that will go all the way to the top of the truss. I don't think a full post is necessary because we're gonna properly frame our roof system. That extra strength is really not doing anything in my opinion, but you totally could just run long columns all the way up. It's just more to manage. So what I've done is I've used the heel mark off of my story pole to get where my truss heel is and use math to determine exactly how high my top cord is. So I'm just gonna get these cut up, we'll get them nailed, laid out, and should be easy. Come on, buddy. Sometimes you can tell that maybe the post has a little tail off at the very top, and if you just solely line up your boards, as we get longer up here with our extensions, they can start to get off. So we try to just eyeball, in general, the entire post. So when we nail it, we stand it up, it's as straight as possible. We don't have to do too much tweaking. We can, obviously, with chains, tweak it where we want it, and then it will stay. But it's just easier to do it now. Don't ask me how we learned that one. You know, we never made a mistake ever and realized that we should have done this. So this is what I'm talking about. You see how this column at the very end, I get a little bit of a tail off. That happens with southern yellow pine. It never stays really straight. If you get a straight board, it stays there, but sometimes they're just like this. So if I just line up my extension right here, you could probably see how it kind of is not very straight now. So what I got to do is I'm looking to just stand here. Greg, go ahead and pop a nail on that. Yeah, just give me like an angled nail. Just, no, don't worry about that. This is perfect. Yep. There. Okay, so now by the eyeball, this is as straight as possible from end to end, even though this right here is not. It doesn't matter. It's going to be burnt up in the truss. I just don't want to fight having a leaning post at the top.
Oh, money.
Boy, bro. Okay, Cole, you just get 2.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to go ahead and get nailing. You guys start laying out. Sometimes I don't nail all on one because the post is so jacked. I just kind of get started and then I'll come back. Yeah, just kind of help it up, bud. Atta boy.
These are all in the right spots, correct?
Lift that end up. Easy.
Yeah. No sweat.
No, I did sweat actually.
I don't need your charity.
It's not charity.
Oh boy.
Awesome, guys. We got sidewall number 1 done and the first half of the back end wall done, which this is a 96-foot end wall. So it's still of an undertaking. Now you can kind of see the way these center plies extend all the way up to the top of the rafter, or that's where the rafter will be. This center column, I do believe, is about 32 feet tall. So that's going to be a big boy. And these are going to be some monster end wall sheets of steel over here, so definitely getting excited for that. But we're just going to keep this going and let's move on to the next wall that's going to be after the Milwaukee pipeline. So if you guys haven't already, check out the Milwaukee pipeline video. We're going to head up there, take a look at what Milwaukee has to offer, and maybe I'll go ahead and tag it up here in the corner. You can go take a look at that, or after this video is over, go check it out because they got some pretty cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Nice. All right, second wall laid out and nailed. Honestly, this is kind of like the hardest part, putting all the lumber on the ground and nailing it off. You notice we got the garage door over here, and this was kind of an add, so I'm actually missing garage door headers, but I wanted to get to the point where I knew what extra lumber I needed, because when you're buying this much lumber, you know you're gonna have a bunch of crap that you don't wanna use. So I wanted to burn up all the good stuff. We're now at a point where I can kind of reassess my lumber situation, and I'll add all that, you know, to a delivery, get it here. That garage door will be where we actually kind of fix any errors in this wall, because at 300 feet, we'll plumb up both corners, and then wherever this doorway is, which is like almost in the exact middle, if it's leaning one way or the other, that's where we can cut our girts, get it plumbed up perfectly. So it's actually kind of nice to have this door in the middle of this long wall. Let's get things set up and let's get some walls in the air. Greg! Greg! That was not the smoothest lift we've ever had right there.
They're the best, but I'm pretty close.
Literally the best.
No, I mean, I don't know about
Second
that.
best,
I'm sure there's someone better.
But you know it. Right there. I think it helps that it's not 100 degrees with 99% humidity. You like it, Kellen? All right. If this building is not straight, dude, it's come back on you, you know?
Once.
Twice. Let's go! You know, just for the record, I am all but one, Greg. One of them I didn't make through.
That's rough, man.
Oh, no! I just missed it, Greg. Oh no, I think I just missed it. Push that board in.
There we go.
Let it get. Oh. You gotta get through it, man. Hold on. Keep coming. Don't hit my bracket. What? You have 4.5 inches to hit.
Oh, you didn't want me to do it?
A little more, Greg. Hold it.
Beautiful.
Let off just a hair. Okay, a little more, Greg. Kellen, go ahead and pop me out just a little. Let's get it on the no, this way, just a little. More, Greg.
Your help.
More, Greg. Okay, hold up right there. Put your calves into it, brother.
Actually, there's a lot of like oblique and quad. Two, three, go! This is getting older and wiser, guys. Come on, Greg. I got a sliver for nothing.
3.
Mucho appreciative. Come on.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for you to lift the post?
Holy crap, I just blacked out.
That's how you know you're still alive.
I think we're too low. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. My thought. You know what I gotta say, Greg? You've done a good job at doing all the connections. I haven't had to do one of them.
Yeah. Don't worry
They
about it.
haven't been bad, huh?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
No, that's literally more weight. That's probably 160 pounds right there.
You don't think I can lift 160 pounds?
No, you ain't gonna lift it. Let's move.
I could pick it up.
Oh,
You want a pet?
you can't pick it up over your shoulder and get it out of the job site out of my way. There.
It's like one of those like
Work on your balance, but
Yeah.
really there's no work because it just stays right
it
where it
weighs
is.
more than I do.
Oh, okay. All right. Look at that, guys. I didn't know really what kind of effort this was all going to take. I mean, I've been kind of nervous about this, not because of our skill, but because of just the sheer size of this, the sheer amount of work that was involved. It was definitely nice having Cole and then his buddy showed up for a little bit just to help move materials. But we got the 2 side walls done. So over 600 feet of walls framed and installed. And honestly, everything is looking really good and straight. For this video, this is the end. We're gonna move on to getting prep work done because we've got this whole interior wall to do. That's gonna be a 22-foot wall. It's gonna support those trusses because there's 2 trusses coming together. And then we still have all that end wall to do, corner columns, jambs for garage doors. So that'll be the next video. I wanna break it up just a little bit. So if you guys are enjoying this, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button over here. So Greg and I are gonna go ahead and get started on prep work for the next set of tasks, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. See you later. Wish Cole was still here, dude.